Hello there, YouTube land. Today we are going to put this Jaymz kit guitar. It's already been painted and everything. We're going to put it together today, and my lovely wife is going to be the one to put it together. We have talked about it quite extensively, and what I want to do with this part of the video is I want to put this kit together by somebody who's never put a guitar together. My wife doesn't even play guitar. So I just thought, because there's not very many videos on beginners putting these together, I just thought it would be kind of unique to see my wife put this together, because it would be her very first guitar she's ever done. And I'm going to be her instructor. I looked all over the line trying to find instructions. Jaymz did not send instructions with this kit. So I'm going to have to be her instructions, and I'm going to talk her through it step at a time. So what we're going to do right now is watch her take everything out of the box, and we're going to set this up and get going here. All right, I hope you enjoy this video. We're going to try and do it all in one video. By the end of this video, she'll have completed the guitar. We'll tune it. I'll take it in and do a test run on it, see where everything's at. She is not going to set the intonation on it. She is not going to do a lot of different things that a beginner would not know how to do. So what we're going to do is initially just put it together. We're going to use everything in the box, even the strings. We're going to use everything in the box, put it together, tune it, play it, see how it sounds, see where everything's at, and then I'll do another video of me going back in and doing the intonation and doing all that stuff to set up. If it needs fret leveling and all that, I'll take care of all that, because a beginner would not know how to do all that. But anyway, so here we go. All right, this is my lovely wife. We're going to call her Nan. And in fact, I'm thinking about calling the guitar Nan.
Okay.
I'm trying to encourage her to talk a little bit. She's a little bit shy, so you guys will have to forgive her for being a little shy. So most instructions instruct us to do the tuners first. So I think that's what we're going to do, is we're going to start doing the tuners as soon as she gets kind of set up here. Let's go ahead and pull your tuner. Oh, you already pull them out. Those are all your nuts, bolts, and screws. I brought her out this little tray to put the screws in so that we don't lose them.
It's okay down here?
Or you can put them all in there.
It don't matter.
Okay. So now here's the tuners. Show one of the tuners there. Show it down here. There you go. Let me turn on that other light, see if we can get a little light on here. Does that help? Hope. Yeah, it's a little better. Sunlight shining through here is making it a little difficult. But anyway. So we got our tuners, and there's the neck. So what would you do? No, it goes the other way, from behind. So you stick them all in there. Go ahead and place all the tuners in.
Okay.
You can do that, or you can do a tuner, put a washer and nut on it, and go to the neck, go to the next.
That's what I was wondering. Just one washer?
Yeah, one washer per tuner. I should have brought the socket out for those. I'll go get it in a minute. Well, while she's doing that, I'm going to go get the socket for those. Take your socket, and over the top of it should fit. And just kind of, and all you're going to do is kind of give it a firm lock down. You don't want to try to over tighten it right now. What you want to do is keep it from slipping around on you. I think there should be. Oh yeah, there they are.
Yeah,
They've got
okay.
screw holes already pre-drilled. So what we're going to do now is you need to oil or wetten the screws as you use them, because that way you'll keep them from breaking off and they'll screw in easier. So we're just going to use this feed and wax for that. You can also use wax, candle wax, anything to give the screws a little bit of a lubricant. So we're going to put a little bit of that in that bowl there. It's going to take, yeah, they're tiny. You just dip, you don't have to do a whole lot, just enough to get it wet. And then screw those down in there.
Sure. You make it look so easy.
Straight up and down, straight up and down. You're not straight. I'm sorry, that's the helper in me. I wanted to take over and do it. Hold the screw with one finger, one hand, and then use your screwdriver and guide it down in there. Again, you don't want to over tighten it, but you just want it to screw to bottom out. It looks like it, yep. Then just do that 5 more times.
Okay, turn it off now. We have an hour long. We just need to put the screws in.
Right. My wife and I, we've been together for a long time. We've been married for 52 years now. Last March 24th, we celebrated 52 years. We have worked together in all kinds of different industries. We have fun together.
What you call it?
Despite what she says, we've had a lot of fun together.
Well, how I let you talk me into this? I better get a good surprise.
I just thought this would be a fun thing to do, just to help people. This is mainly being pointed towards first-time builders, and I wanted this to show what it takes for a first-time builder to put one of these together. Rule number 1.
Oh, sheesh. That was the smartest tool.
Worked on guitars for a whole lot longer than I ever built them before.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, let's see. Show the people what nice job you did. Flip it over.
Okay. I just saw something.
What's that?
This one's not down as far.
Okay, screw. Yeah, see, what it is, your screws brought them up, so tighten them back down again.
On here?
Uh-huh. Your screws, what it did was brought the tuner up. That's right. Okay, back it off. It looks like you might have it cross-threaded. No. You had the right
That's
end.
the right one? Okay, it just didn't look right.
You can tell she's not a mechanic. There you go. Yeah, never ever fight it. If it's not going in right, it's probably because you don't have the screw head in right. Okay, see if it'll go. There you go. Now screw that down.
See, I cut that myself.
You did it. You did it. I'm proud of you. There you go. So yeah, if you have any resistance on putting those nuts on the tuners or the pigs, don't ever fight them. Back them back off and redo it, because you don't want to cross thread it. Because you cross thread it, you rent the whole tuner, and like chances are you will never get it on there. All right, there she is. She's got that part of it done. Now we're going to go to the body.
I thought it was break time.
Okay, what we're going to do right at the moment, I haven't done this since I had the guitar, so we're going to just test fit that in that neck pocket.
Okay.
There you go, right straight down like that. Move your bag out of the way. There you go, now push it down. There we go. Well, it fits pretty good in there.
Yeah, that's good.
It fits good, yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Now see, this neck has what they call an overhang on it. So what we have to do, we've got to assemble this, at least get the pick guard in place before we can put the neck in place.
Oh, okay, fits down over
So,
it.
yeah, because see how the neck's got that extension on there?
Yep.
That will fit right over the pick guard. So you can't put the neck on and then put your pick guard on, because it's not going to work.
Okay. Let's put you back over here.
Alrighty, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to have her put the input jack in. Output jack, some of you call.
What is that?
That's the, where to go? Right here.
Oh, okay.
This is the output jack. That wire will go through here. No, over here. Pull that on through. There you go. Now set your guitar up on the edge after you get your screws out. Well, I'm just trying to say.
I think after watching you for 20 years, I know. No, I don't.
Same thing, that they should have holes already pre-drilled for that. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you got to flip it around. Try to get them to line up.
Mm-hmm. Looks good that way. A little off. Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Yeah. So same thing, you're gonna lubricate. Now this, you're not gonna screw them all the way in yet. You're just gonna screw them in, get them started, and then go to your next. That's good enough.
So it's kind of tighten already.
Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty snug because they painted it after they drilled the holes.
You're not going to look. Maybe a little bit better. Okay.
You get it?
Let's see this one over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, they're off. They're drilled off center for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
So I'll help her out here.
Yes, please. That helps.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
Okay.
Now do the next one.
Taking too long? Turned off?
No, I just didn't have it quite in camera.
Okay.
I'm focusing in on what you're doing, not what I'm doing here.
Okay, this one's going to be a fun one.
My wife usually does the videoing, not me. I build guitars. You need to learn to hold your screwdrivers up.
Okay, but this one's...
Oh, I see. Yeah, let me help
be a
again.
fun one.
Yeah, see, they're not exactly centered up inside that jack plate. What you sometimes got to do, see how I help using my finger up against it?
Yeah.
Okay. You got to help it along. There you go.
Okay. So how far down do I put them?
Now you can snug them all the way down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right after she does this, I'm going to shut the camera off for a little bit and then bring you back in. What I try to do is not let my videos go on too long, because it takes longer for me to transfer them to my computer. So if I do them in short 20 or 30-minute segments, then I can transfer them quicker than trying to download or transfer one great big video. And this video probably will run a little longer than my normal videos, only because I want you all out there to see in real time what it takes to put one of these together by a complete amateur.
That's me.
I kid you not, this is her very first guitar. Or I get down a little bit further. There you go. I'm quite proud of my wife. She's doing a good job.
Give me a hammer, I'm doing good. But not all this other.
All right, we'll bring you back in just a little bit. We're going to take a little break. All right, next up is going to be the pick guard with the preloaded pickup in it. It has a plastic film on it, which you can go ahead and peel that off if you want.
Yeah.
You see it on there?
I see it. I'm just trying to figure out where to start to peel it from. There's that part.
It's easier to go ahead and peel it now than later, because if you get the screws in there, sometimes they'll snag and you'll get little fragments of plastic all over everything. Well, it was really on there, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. It's just doubled.
Had two on them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes they do that.
Okay.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Pull it on through. Now line up your screw holes.
Well, these are pretty good.
Yeah, look like it, don't they?
Woohoo!
Ooh, look how pretty that looks.
Yeah,
I like it with
I
the
like
white.
the white. I don't
Yeah, it
care.
looks good. Most people put the black on. That's wrong screwdriver.
Well, I would try it. No. In certain spots, doesn't matter.
No, just start putting them in there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You can put them in. Go ahead.
Okay.
Just double checking. Now, I may not do this, having her do this like the instructions would have told you to do it, but I think the way I'm doing it is going to work better. And I'm not saying anybody out there has to follow this verbatim. This is only a guidelines. And I just thought of this all week long on how to instruct my wife on how to put this together and to make it easy for her.
Because I'm simple. Okay, great.
But what we're going to do is, like I said earlier, was we're going to put this all together, get it up and playing, and then I'll evaluate it, and then I'm more than likely going to replace the tuners on it at some point. I have a brand new set of tuners for it that I've had in stock for a couple years now. And but I just wanted to put one together right out of the box with everything it has. No upgrades, no nothing to it. And who knows, I may like it just the way it is. I find that building kit guitars or inexpensive guitars are a shot in the dark. Sometimes you get good stuff and sometimes you don't. I wouldn't call Leo Jaymz top grade, but it's not real super low grade from what I'm seeing here. Even the screws look decent. Some of the cheapy kits I've had in the past, even the screws come out of the bag rusty and cruddy looking and cheap, and they'll break on you and everything else. Nothing worse than putting screws in and have the screw heads break off.
Tighten it all the way?
Yep, go ahead and snug her on down. Now again, on the pick guards, you do not want to over tighten. You just want to snug it up. You know, no. Outside.
That's true. I just saw that. It's like, wait a minute. Remember that one?
That'll raise and lower your pickup. So you just want to snug them down because you don't want to crack your pick guard. I see some of you guys after you really crank down some of this stuff, you don't have to. Yep, you got it. So now, where's our control plate? Right there. All right, the control plate. These are our hookups for the pickups here. See all that? That's all got to plug into all this stuff eventually. So that one plugs in. This is our plug for the output jack, which is probably that one right there. And these are for our pickups. But this ground wire now, see that there's a hole here in the side? Mm-hmm. That ground wire has to go through that. Mm-hmm. Will it go?
Yeah, the hole over here is up higher. So.
Oh, just keep feeding it. It'll go.
There it goes. Yep, there is.
Pull that on out. I'm going to lay that on there like that for right at the moment. Oops, I got it in. There you go. Now, see this little hole here? Mm-hmm. That wire's got to stick through that. Hey, now you're a professional. Okay, don't pull all the way through. Now straighten out that bare wire. Just straighten it out, just like that. Now pull it back down until that bare wire lays right on top of the guitar body. That's going to ground our bridge. So lay that on down like that. Okay, now we're going to take our bridge. There's our bridge screws.
It's got a little tool.
Yeah, that's to adjust your saddles on your bridge. Now this wire goes back through that other opening there where the ground wire is at. So now you're going to pull that on through. You got it. Pull it on through. There you go. Now lay that pickup right in that hole. Just like that.
Take this off?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll keep working it until you get it down flat on that guitar body.
Where the holes are.
Okay, so we're binding up somewhere. So pull it up a little bit. See where our wires are at. Kind of shove them out of your way. There you go. Fell in there that time.
Okay. This little guy. It's up a little bit.
As long as it's up against the body. Oh yeah, don't. Let me see. Let me see. You don't want the green part of it.
That's what I was just wondering.
Okay, there we go.
So I gotta get back on there right this time. Okay, that's pretty snug, isn't it?
Yep.
It's okay.
Same thing.
Whew. Oh, good. They gave me a little bit bigger screw there to use. Let's go to that. A little easier to handle.
Now these will probably go in a little tighter than your other screws did. Make sure you're straight up and down. You don't want to be screwing this away because you'll lose the grip. Okay, here's what I like to do. I like to hold it, put my fingers around it, put that up there. You can feel that bottom out. It'll come straight up for you. Put a little pressure on it. That'll keep that screwdriver. See how I'm holding that screwdriver on there?
Stand back up.
Huh?
Stand back up, I'm sure.
Well, you can do it that sitting down too. And like I said, they're going to go in tighter. Just like that. There you go. See how that goes now? Always putting a little bit downward pressure on the screwdriver. As you get towards the bottom, it's going to get really, really tight. No, 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 no. There you go. Trouble is, my wife also suffers from arthritis, so if it gets to hurting her, I'll have to finish it for her here.
Yep, good old Artie's my friend.
Some of the pitfalls of getting old.
Okay, I think that's it for me.
Yeah. Teamwork, that's what it's about around this place. Alrighty, there's that.
Thank you.
Yep. So now we just got to plug all that stuff in. So let's evaluate this and see what we got to do with what. So that's a pickup. This is a pickup. So this pickup is the bridge. Well, we're going to have to guess at it because they don't tell you. So plug that into that one. Here, take it. Should snap in place. There you go. And then your next one, yeah, that one goes in there. And if we get these wrong, all we do is unsnap them and switch them. It's no big deal. It ain't going to make it sound any different or play any different.
Got it going the right way?
I don't know. Does it? Don't fit one way, flip it over and do it the other way.
Okay.
There you go. Now this one and that one. Nice thing about this, there's no solder involved.
Goodness.
There you go. Now you're going to stuff all that wire down in that hole. And we'll fix that in a minute. These are your screws for that. And voila. And again, she's putting a little bit of that oil on her screw to make it easier to go in. It's always a good idea to wet and moisten your screws with something. It doesn't matter what it is, actually. Just as long as it's something that'll help it go down into the wood. Nothing, like I said, nothing worse than screwing something down. You get halfway down, the stupid screw head pops off of it.
My husband likes to lick it instead. It's like, no, I ain't gonna do that one.
I spit on them. Anyway, yeah, hold your fingers down at the end down here. There you go. And just snug it all the way down. Now, if it was in the other room, I'd go ahead and test it before we go any further, but we're going to go ahead and finish assembling it. Just snug them down. Yeah, you don't want, again, do not over tighten. Maybe a little bit more on that one.
You said don't over tighten.
I know.
All right, that one's still needed a bit more.
There we go. Now we're ready to go to the neck. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to test these screws out because sometimes they don't drill these holes out so that they slip it down in there. So what you'll have to do is turn this over and pre-screw these in. Probably if I go to rebuild the guitar again, we'll widen those out some. That's it. Flip it over. Same thing. Grease them up. Yeah, this one here now, you may want to stick your a little bit more on it. That's good. There, you got it. You can get your paper. Yeah, you can do that. And then just whoop, 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 put your plate on.
Does the plate go on the front or back?
Goes on the back here.
Okay, well, I'm just asking. I don't know.
Goofy girl. Now what I would do is I would screw that down until you feel it just barely come out that other hole down there.
Okay, good. I have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I have. Fingers are stuck.
Yeah, that stuff stays on you. It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
It's down.
Okay, so do
Is
that
good?
3 more times.
Oh my gosh.
But normally what you would like for an ideal thing to do is that you want your screws that go through the body to slip through. You don't want to have to screw them in. Well, this has what they call a top-loaded bridge on it. That means the strings do not come through the body, but loads from the top. And I know after watching her do this, I'll have to help her put the neck on.
Why, honey?
Well, because I can see your hands are getting tired.
It's getting tired. Hands getting tired. Back's hurting. Sound like you know.
Yep. I learned it from you.
Okay. That's just
Okay, so now what we're going to do is stand the body upright.
Let me go wash.
Okay. We're going to stand the body upright, put the neck in place, and screw it down. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can, if this holding it by hand doesn't work out, well, I have to go out to the shop and grab me a clamp, and we'll clamp it on and then put the screws on, which is my preferred way of doing it. But we're going to try it by hand first. Be right back. Get my camera focused. Turn it sideways. No. This way, like that.
No.
We'll take the neck.
Holy moly.
Put it in place. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to come over and help you.
Okay. Got it.
Come on a minute. There we go.
How would you do that by yourself? Very easily. Carefully. Oh, like you just did. You grabbed it.
So what I do is grab around it to help hold that in place. And what I'm going to do is put one screw in. And again, I'm not going to tighten it down. I put it there, and I come down to the other corner down here, and then put that one in. And again, I'm only doing this because my wife's hands are hurting her.
We'd be here another hour.
Some of you younger people out there could do this in record time. So now what I'm going to do is come over here to the next bottom one over here and screw that one in. Now, if you notice, I left the gasket on there. That's totally up to the individual. You can leave the gasket on, take the gasket off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference in how it plays, sounds, or any other thing.
What's the gasket?
That's that black ring you see right here.
Oh, okay.
It's a full, it goes across that whole thing. It's called a gasket. So anyway.
Is it kind of protected a little bit?
Yeah, the idea is that when you screw this down, it won't crack your finish on your guitar.
Okay. That makes sense.
But like a lot of Fenders and stuff, they don't use them. So over time, what happens is you start to see these little spider cracks going across. That's what it's from. Because a lot of players like to bend their necks while they're playing.
Tighten it.
Yeah, so now what I'm doing is just checking it, making sure it's all seated. Because you don't want a loose neck.
Good.
There we go. Flip it around so people can see it. There it is with the neck on it. That looks gorgeous. Don't it?
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, lay her down flat. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and put strap buttons on. We can do that.
Oh.
Don't have to. You got rid of your oil there. Okay, see it's got those little black washers on there. Okay, so go ahead and take one of the buttons. Put your screw through the button. You want your, yeah, just right, just like that. Put your washer on. Lubricate your, yeah, it'll go. Just lubricate your screw when you get that on there.
In here?
Yep. See that hole? And if you have to, swing your guitar off the edge of the table there a little bit, give you a little more screwdriver leverage.
Nope. Anybody else to turn it so I can do it straighter?
No,
It's just
do
me.
it this way, but watch.
Just me.
Hold it by the button.
Oh,
Put your
okay.
screwdriver in like that.
So I didn't have that part going right there.
And if you hold that button,
Mm-hmm.
it'll get that started for you. That screw hole is in there crooked.
Okay. So it's not just me.
Okay, hold that for me so I don't have to fight it.
Okay.
See, in my other room, what I do is put that neck right up against the wall, so that's what holds things for me. And yes, if you notice, I'm not using any electric tools. Anything don't want to go in there.
It's way crooked.
All right,
Do you
what's
wanna
going
sit?
on here? I think they got the hole drilled crooked.
Yeah, it's just don't even worry about it.
Hang on a minute. I'll be right back.
You get your electric grill.
So what we're going to do is going to drill that hole out a little bit because something's not right about it. All right, let's try that.
Do you need to lubricate it again, maybe?
Nah. See, that's all it needed. It had some paint down in there. Wasn't letting that screw go in straight.
I cleaned off some glue off of the edge of the screw too while you're out. Yay. Okay. So it wasn't just me.
No, it wasn't just you.
Mostly though.
Mostly. So again, just check it, make sure it's snug, and now we'll do the top one. Stand it up. I'm bad on these strap buttons. A lot of times I never put them on. I have a lot of guitars in there with no strap buttons.
Because you sit down mostly anymore.
Yeah, I do. I don't remember the last time I stood up.
Okay, so how in the world would you do this by yourself?
Well, if you're lucky, the wind's blowing right.
Obviously, I'm not lucky.
Rule number 1.
Push it all the way down. Like that, right?
If you want, yeah.
Let's try to remember which way
Either
you
way,
said.
either or. Anything's getting it started. You have to do the same thing if it's fighting you. Don't quite drill them deep enough. You get down there towards the body, you can feel the bottom of the body. That's good enough. They put them little washers on there the same way why they put the gasket on there so that the metal on that paint doesn't crack the paint. Okay, lay her on down. And there she is. With strap buttons on it.
Man, it's kind of like a guitar.
I know already, huh? So like I said in the beginning, we're going to use everything that came in the kit. Here's our little cheapy cable they sent with it. It's a little bit longer than normal ones they send. Some of the ones they send, you go, why did they even send it? Because
The cat is going to want to play.
all right, so here's my wife. She's a first-time builder, and she wants to use these strings. Do you think she could figure out where they go on her own?
Nope. They go right here.
Yeah, but do you know what orientation they will go in?
Well, of course
See, that's
not.
the whole thing.
Of course not.
And this is where some instructions would come in handy for a first-time builder. So we're going to lay these out here. Look at our saddles, make sure they're all facing the right direction here. That's your low E.
Tabby, stop.
It's that one. I know it. I know it. That's
Okay.
the one.
And where does it go? And
Okay,
how?
so there's a hole down back here in the back. All right, my wife, she asked me to go ahead and do this part. And what I do is I back off, I use my thumb and my finger to hold that string down. I've done it so much, I know pretty much where I want it. And now what we're going to do is start winding this string. And when you wind, you want to take this string here, and you want to go over the top of that string, just like that. You pull it through. When it snaps through, then I pull this up so it's standing straight up like that. Now take it off the nut a little bit, pull it down, and just keep winding that around underneath the string. And what that's going to do is going to lock that string in and keep it from slipping on you. So I like to cut them as I go. There we go. All right, starting over again. Go over the top of your string, pull that on through, pull that up. We'll make sure that your other part of your string goes under. And again, what that does, it locks that string in. Just like that. All right, now for a red one. These strings feel so much better than the ones that came with it.
I can tell the difference.
Now the string trees, you have to drill the holes for them, but we're not going to put them on yet. We're just going to go ahead and play it the way it is. Because if I change out the tuners and stuff, I might as well order up the roller type string trees. I really don't have no problems with the other ones. I just like the looks of the roller. What the heck's going on with you? Cheap tuners. There we go. Same thing. I arch my hand in a certain way to hold that up there. Pull that on around, making this taut here as tight as you can hold it. Go over the top, pull that through, pull that up. Move your hand up and push that string down so you get it underneath your winding there. Come on around, wind her up. Try and not lock your hand on it.
Holding on to it a little bit.
Yeah. And it's perfectly normal that when you're putting strings on, you'll hear little pops and stuff going on the neck because the neck has never had strings on it before. So now we're looking for a black one. Probably should have checked the truss rod. Maybe I'll do that when she gets that string on here. Sometimes when they ship these necks, the truss rod's in neutral, and you don't want it really in neutral when stringing it up. You want it to have tension on it one way or the other. Just a little bit, just so that the rod's not loose. Okay, over there in one of them bags is an Allen wrench, or it should be there. Okay, yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to check the truss rod real quick here. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, see, it's tight. So we're going to leave it right where it's at from the factory. Amazing. Like I said, a lot of times these are set in neutral. A lot of brand new guitars that you buy are set in neutral. I don't know why they ship them that way, but they do. And you have to tighten them up. I can't tell you how many guitars people have brought me complaining about having a rattle in their guitar, and the first thing I check is the truss rod. The truss rod's loose. Give it a little tension, guess what? The rattle goes away. Same exact thing. Over the top. Pull that through, lift that up, under. I've been using D'Addario for a lot of years now. And one of the reasons why is because they're pretty consistent. The other one is customer service, at least for me, has always been extraordinary. I bought a set of flat wounds one time that wound up being too short from my jazz guitar I had at the time. And come to find out, they had a run of guitar strings that got made too short. And they were gracious enough to replace the set, but they just didn't send me one set. They sent me 3 sets for free. No shipping, no nothing involved. After that, that's the only company I use. Again, I'm trying to do this for a first-time builder. I hope this is showing you. Again, you just take that, go over the top, let it bend on around, bend that up, move your hand up there, go under your string that you just strung through there, come back, put that on that slot there for your nut, wind that on around. One thing I would suggest is if you get a kit, buy one of these winders. Just saves time. There's a lot of guys who buy these that you attach to your drill and you can drill them all around. There's no right or wrong way in this stuff, except for winding, of course. You don't want to wind them backwards. Now these skinnier strings, I like to put a little bit more windings on them than your fatter strings, simply because I found over the years that the more windings you get around on these littler strings, the more stable they are. Now you don't want to ball it up either. I can't tell you how many guitars I worked on where people just ball them up. Alrighty, so now we're ready to tune her up, plug her in, and see what she sounds like. And so we'll do that later on. I'm going to go take it into the guitar room. I'm going to tune it up and then plug her in. Let's bring it back in just a little bit. All right, we got her all up and playing. I didn't do any setup to this at all. Not one thing did I do to it. And I haven't adjusted the pickup height or none of that. I could adjust that some. The action is going to have to come down just a little bit for me. It's just a little bit on the high side, which I was really surprised at how good it looks. I did check the gaps here. It is a little high here, which I have to do a little filing on the nut to bring that down some, which will just make the playability easier. It plays pretty good. My evaluation right now, right out of the box, bolt it together, put strings on it, you can play this guitar. Like I said, I have not set the intonation on it. I haven't done any of that. But right out of the box, bolt it together, string her up, plug it in, you're off and playing. And it don't sound too bad. I mean, I think it sounds pretty good. The pickups are a little underpowered for me. I like a little more strength to them, but they sound really good. Here we go. I'll start off in a little E ditty here. This neck pickup. That's the neck pickup. Here it is in the middle. Well, there you have it. It is playable. Does it need some work? Sure it does. There are a couple frets on here that are buzzy a little bit. Not bad, but they are buzzing. So we'll have to level the frets. I need to file my nut down some more. It's not quite where I want it at. And I want to bring my action down. And then we need to set the intonation. Now the complaints I've been hearing is the low E and A string sometimes don't want to intonate. They pull them back far enough. So probably what I'm going to end up doing, I'm just going to cut that screw down shorter if that's the case with this one. I'll know more when I get that far. So for a first time builder, I hope you all give us a thumbs up for my wife. She was a trooper getting this put together. It looks gorgeous. I like it with the white pickguard. I thought I was going to put the black one on there, but after she put that white one on there, I'm thinking, yeah, that's the way to go. It gives that 50s, nostalgic 50s look here. The neck feels really good. It's a little on the chunk side, but not too bad. It does feel kind of like, I call it a relaxed C is what I call it. It's not quite a D, but it's not quite a C either. So it's in between in C shape. But for $85, I'd buy this guitar again. Huh?
Yep.
Wouldn't you? I mean, it's a great bones, do-it-yourself guitar, and you'd have a really nice guitar. Spend a little money on it. Like I said, I never even set the pickup height, and I think that's part of my problem with the sound of the bridge. I don't have it up high enough yet, but I'm thinking about, I'm going to go ahead and order a set of Wilkerson Telly pickups for this. And I think I just leave the electronics. I don't have no problems with it. They seem to be working. There's no noise in it. And so why change things around if everything's working right? The switch seems to be fine. I mean, it's a good, strong feeling switch. Don't feel cheap. So why change it out? Yeah, they are the dime-sized pots, but they seem to be working great. I don't have no problems there either. So about the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the tuners and probably order a set of the Wilkerson pickups for it. If I can get this to intonate here, I'll leave the bridge. So it's a good heavy-duty bridge. It's not one of the cheap, flimsy ones I've seen in other kits. And but good job, dear.
Thank you.
Good job. And it went together fairly easily. And so now I got a lot of editing to do. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this this video. Again, give us a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can see the changes I might do to this in just probably next week or so. All right, I'll talk at you all later. Bye now.
Bye.